Hello there, Ray here, and today I would like to show you my simple wither skeleton farm that I have updated. It produces 38,600 items per hour and as much as 3.7 skulls per minute with looting 3. I updated my previous simple wither skeleton farm to prevent max cramming, so if you have max cramming enabled on your server, this one will work just fine. And I also use the 2 intersections which can be found in Nether Fortress, and I can show you this using a mod that one ProtoTech Members example has made. This is called the Toy Box mod. If it's turned on here, it does a bunch of other cool things which I will link down in the description if you want to know more about this mod. But here you can see the intersections which are highlighted with these white lines, and this is one intersection here and another one over here. Both these intersections are 19 by 19 meters and 10 meters tall. This allows us to be able to come in and place in some packed ice where we can easily push the mobs across using ghast. It also gives us a large amount of spawning spaces. Myself, Little Mouse, as well as Nessie brainstormed quite a bit on different types of floor designs which we could place into this farm. We came up with a lot of cool ideas, including incline rails for the ghast to ride on, which allow them to reach a larger area and be able to push more mobs just with a single ghast, as well as having curved rails which allow the ghast to move more quickly and allowing you to kill more mobs. Now, although these ideas are pretty cool and we may use them in a future version, we did not use them with this farm, and I ended up using this design here, which is really simple and easy to build up. It consists of 3 main spawning floors. We got one down here, one here, and some extra spawning floors in between. This gives you 1,600 spawning spaces, which is quite a bit and allows you to be able to stay pretty close to the max for the mob cap with a good perimeter. Now, speaking of perimeters, it's best that this farm is built in some type of perimeter. You don't have to go all out and remove every single block around the entire area. What we did in ProTech is we built one of these farms up, and what we looked for was a fortress that was mostly surrounded by lava lakes. Therefore, we can build the farm up, and most of the spawns are inside. Then if you want to, you can go around and try to block a few more spawns that are outside of it. Now, I highly recommend watching this video because it shows pretty much step by step how we would build one of these farms up on a server. I will link it down in the description. Now, with such a simple farm, you don't need to remove the bedrock because you're trying to keep it simple. And like I said, the perimeter you do doesn't have to be perfect, just so that you get the majority of the spawns inside. And you still will get a lot of wither skulls, probably way more than you would ever need in your world. So to supply the gas for all my farms that use gas, I use my simple gas catcher, which I will link down in the description. Also, there's a world download for it there if you want to know more about it. But it's really simple, just a spawning pad, AFK spot where the player's at, as well as a collection chamber for the gas. And it's really simple to build up and very productive as well. You just AFK a couple hours and I filled in all this area with gas. Then you just come in here and name tag them and send them down. Now you can build this on top of the bedrock ceiling like I did here, which is a lot easier. Then you would have to break a hole to send them down through the bedrock. The other option is you can also build this underneath the bedrock and just build this near your farm and then collect your gas, and then you can always tear it down afterwards. But just make sure that you don't build the spawn pad inside of any of the Nether Fortress bounding blocks, otherwise gas will not be able to spawn there. Once the gas come in and push the mobs downward, they will land onto this platform here, which I came up with this kind of slime block sweeper, which will move all the mobs towards the center. It's a pretty cool design. What we got here is a slime block, which is being pushed and pulled by these pistons every 3 game ticks, which allows them to move at about 5 meters per second. Really efficient way to come in here and move all the mobs towards the center. These are just on a clock and both sides are synchronized, so they move the mobs into the center at the same time. There's also some cobble walls here, which just allow it so that if there is any tiny magma cubes, they are also be able to be moved by the sweeping wall, as well as tiny baby pigmen. Along the backside here, we have a cactus, which is able to remove any tiny magma cubes that are in the system if they get moved that direction. And that way you don't have to deal with them later on, because they don't really offer any loots anyways. Then all the mobs will get moved towards the center and drop down this chute. This will allow them to enter the place where the player can kill them. So here is where the player would sit and AFK to kill the mobs. Currently mobs are just dying from max cramming because there's too many in them. But you would sit here and use your sword with the sweeping edge effect. And what I got is sharpness 5, looting 3, sweeping edge 3, as well as a breaking 3 and mending to allow your sword to sweep across and kill all the mobs with one hit. The only mob that's not killed in one hit is blazes. They are 2-hit kill. Now you can change this by coming in and placing in a bunch of minecarts. There's 24 minecarts here, and this will allow max cramming to occur when the mobs would fall past this. You place this inside this falling chamber, so when the blazes fall past it, they would take damage as they fall by. Something that one ProtoTech Members Akron has shown, and it's just some stairs on the side here, as well as some stairs here holding the minecarts in. and you can put them into this position just with some pistons. Now, when the player is down here AFKing, or you would probably want to use an auto clicker if that is allowed on your server. If not, you can just manually swing every 1 second. This is enough to do the sweeping edge to all the mobs. All the loot is collected from underneath the hay bale with hopper minecarts and placed into some more hopper minecarts, which are inside of some stairs as well. Then they're distributed among some hoppers, normal hoppers down here. It takes about 5 normal hoppers to sustain the amount of items that come through the system. As you can see, you get a lot of crazy loot from here, from enchanted bows to swords, and a whole bunch of wither skeleton skulls as well. So the beacon effects that you would need to sustain one-hit kills is the Strength 2 beacon effect, and also if you're in hard mode, then you will want to have the regeneration, because once all your hunger bars are up, then you'll start taking damage and you don't want to die if you're AFKing with the auto clicker. This thing also produces a lot of XP, as you can see, just AFKing here and killing all these mobs, you get a lot of XP, so it makes a nice XP farm as well. In the example here, I've left the top open, but if you would want to stand up here in survival, the ghast will try to shoot at you. So you can put a top in on this if you want to. Just put in some slabs across the top like this. This won't affect any of the spawns and allow you to be able to not get a direct sight of the ghast. There are on and off switches for the ghast as well as the sweeper. So there's a switch there, which you can reroute, as well as one here to move the ghast. Once these ghasts are in their holding bay, you won't be able to shoot at you even in survival. And the switch for the sweeper is right here. And you can always reroute these switches to be somewhere else if you want to. Thanks to Little Mouse for helping me test my wither skeleton farm here. He has built up quite a few different wither skeleton farms himself, which you can check out on his channel. This is a good wither skeleton farm to build up fairly quickly, and it will allow you to get a fair amount of wither skeleton skulls for the amount of work that you did. If you would like to build this up in your very own world, I will provide a world download to this so you can see exactly how to build this up. There you have it, guys, a simple wither skeleton farm. If you found this interesting, show me with a like. If you'd like to see more simple farms like this, subscribe, and don't forget to comment. Bye.